You've shaken salad dressing and watched it separate before you finish pouring. Oil floats, water sinks. They refuse to mix. It's basic molecular behavior that everyone learns. Yet mayonnaise sits in your fridge for weeks, perfectly smooth, no separation. Same ingredients: oil, water, acid. Completely different result. One separates in seconds. The other stays blended for months. How does Mayo break the fundamental rule that oil and water don't mix? Let's explore the process. Here's the problem. Water molecules stick together through hydrogen bonds. They're like people holding hands in a circle. Oil molecules are nonpolar, with no charge, no handles for water to grab. They can't connect with water's structure. You've seen this making salad dressing. Shake it hard as you want, and within 30 seconds, clear separation lines form as oil climbs back to the surface. Pour it on your salad immediately, or accept you'll have oil on top, vinegar on bottom. This isn't preference, it's molecular impossibility. The energy required to keep them mixed is higher than the energy of separation, so physics takes the easier path every time. But mayonnaise exists. A jar that's 70% to 80% oil suspended in water-based ingredients, staying blended for months. That Hellmann's jar from 3 weeks ago, still smooth, not a drop of separated oil. The secret is a molecular diplomat hiding in egg yolks. Enter lecithin. Each egg yolk contains about 1.5 grams. Each molecule has a split personality. One end loves water, the other loves oil. When you blend eggs with oil, these molecules rush to the border between droplets, like microscopic border guards. The oil-loving end burrows into the oil. The water-loving end faces the water. They form a fence around millions of tiny oil droplets, keeping them suspended and separated. This is emulsification. You've created stability where physics says nothing should be stable. The process: start with egg yolk and a tiny bit of oil. Blend into a paste. The lecithin coats those first droplets. Then add more oil, drop by drop, while constantly whisking. Each addition gets coated before it can merge with others. One egg yolk can emulsify up to 240 milliliters of oil. Too much too fast, and you overwhelm the lecithin. Droplets merge, the emulsion breaks, and you get separated puddles. You've probably seen mayo suddenly turn from creamy to broken. That moment when smooth splits into greasy globs. That's the fence failing. This is why Grandma said, add oil slowly while whisking constantly. She's managing molecular traffic. But here's the kicker. Industrial mayonnaise factories don't use whisks or slow additions. They use continuous emulsion systems processing 5,000 kilograms per hour, the weight of a small elephant every 60 minutes. The oil and water enter opposite ends of a high shear mixer, spinning at 3,000 to 10,000 RPM. The turbulence tears oil into droplets measuring 2 to 5 micrometers, smaller than a red blood cell, smaller than anything your whisk could achieve. Smaller droplets mean more surface area, so lecithin coats them more efficiently, creating mayo so stable it survives temperature swings during cross-country shipping. Your homemade mayo lasts a week. Factory mayo lasts 6 months because the droplet size makes it nearly unbreakable. Now those different mayos you've tasted. Same emulsion physics, completely different flavors. Hellmann's uses soybean oil and whole eggs, creating a neutral, slightly sweet profile that dominates American sandwiches. You've used it without thinking because it disappears into whatever you're making. Duke's uses only egg yolks and no sugar, plus higher acidity. This is why Southerners swear it's better for tomato sandwiches. The extra acid cuts the tomato's sweetness, while no sugar lets tomato flavor dominate. Those extra yolks mean more lecithin, creating thicker texture that clings to bread. Kewpie from Japan uses rice vinegar instead of distilled, adds MSG, and uses only yolks. You've noticed it's sweeter, tangier, and makes everything taste more like itself. That's rice vinegar's subtle fermented notes and MSG amplifying existing flavors. 3 Mayos, identical physics, different experiences. And here's where it gets weird. Vegan mayo shouldn't exist. No eggs means no lecithin, no emulsifier, so oil and water should separate. Yet, just mayo and other plant-based versions stay perfectly smooth. They've replaced egg lecithin with soy lecithin from soybeans, or, surprisingly, aquafaba. That's the liquid you drain from canned chickpeas and probably pour down the sink. It contains proteins and carbohydrates that, when whipped, act exactly like egg proteins. Those chickpea proteins coat oil droplets just like egg lecithin, creating the same molecular fence. You've eaten mayo made from bean water and couldn't tell the difference. The discovery happened by accident when a French chef noticed canned chickpea liquid behaved like egg whites. The chemistry doesn't care whether the emulsifier came from a chicken or a legume. It only cares about molecules that can bridge oil and water. This is the magic hiding in plain sight. Mayonnaise isn't food technology. It's molecular engineering at a scale that defies intuition. Millions of microscopic oil droplets, each wrapped in a protective layer 1 molecule thick. Each droplet so small, you'd need 2,000 to span a millimeter. Industrial systems processing 2 tons per hour while maintaining emulsion integrity that would have seemed impossible 50 years ago. Recipes refined across continents to create different flavor profiles from identical physics. Next time you spread mayo on a sandwich, you'll see the molecular fence at work. Those millions of coated droplets floating in suspension, defying separation. The invisible diplomats keeping oil and water in impossible harmony. You'll think about the chickpea liquid someone discovered could replace eggs, the 10,000 RPM mixers creating droplets smaller than blood cells, the regional recipes that turned identical physics into distinct food cultures. Whether it's Duke's thickness, Hellmann's neutrality, or Kewpie's umami punch, all of them breaking the same fundamental rule, held together by molecules that learn to speak both languages.